Top 5 Dynasty tight ends. What are your top 5? List them in the comments if you're watching the replay. If you're in the live stream, list them in the live stream right now. We're going to break down the top 5. Of course, we're going to have some spillover and some discussion about 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the way these go. You can never lock in 5 players. You can never lock in 10 players. It's always 10 players, and we talk about 12, 13, 14, 15. Top 5, it's always 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, fitting 5 guys is tough. It's always kind of a tie or a grab bag at this 5 spot, the 10 spot, wherever we're stopping the ranking. It's a grab bag. It's a blender. But we're going to break it all down on the Dynasty channel live. Hit that subscribe button if you're following the main channel, but you're not subscribed yet to the Dynasty channel. The main channel is youtube.com/the Fantasy Football Show. The Dynasty channel is youtube.com/Dynasty Fantasy Football. It's a graveyard show. File on in.
You're watching a
graveyard stream.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Dynasty Fantasy Football Show.
Here we are doing it live, graveyard style, like we always do here on the Dynasty channel, youtube.com/Dynasty Fantasy Football. Please subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button on the way in the door. And let's get right to it. We'll open up the phone lines in just a second. Maybe when we get to like 3, 4, 5, I open the phone lines. I'm not sure. Right now, I'm going to say this. It's very, very easy to talk about how good Brock Bowers is. It's very easy to talk about how good Trey McBride is. I don't think Tyler Warren is in the conversation for 1 or 2. I think he's in the conversation for 3, 4, 5, obviously. 3. He's in the conversation for 3. Fannin, you're going to hear Fannon's name soon. You're going to hear people talk about Kittle. You're going to hear people talk about maybe an injured tight end that we're going to bring up that potentially his last name start with a K. We'll talk about him in a second. But right now, this one conversation, number 1 Dynasty tight end, there's only 2 names that can be brought up. 2, period. There's no discussing upside play like Fannin. There's no discussing an upside play like the man. I'll just say his name, Kraft. There's none of these guys have an ability to be the number 1 tight end, at least right now, at least in the rankings. Not saying that something can't happen downstream, but that is it. Like, we're talking about that's 3 conversation, 3, 4, 5. It is McBride, it is Bowers. The question is which one's 1 or which one's 2. The debate is pretty simple for me. Once you break it down, all the different facets of this argument, they come down to a couple things. Consistency, they come down to opportunity, and the situation, the players, the supporting cast. Now, while on the surface level, you could say Arizona's a mess, Kyler's going to be out, Brissett, what is he exactly? How long-term is that? But at the end of the day, Brissett's balling. Brissett's got 1 more year left on his contract. The Cardinals will probably, if they don't just bank on Brissett, which is light years ahead of any plan that's likely to unfold in LV for next year, unless LV does trade up, figures out a way to get a top 3, top 2 rookie quarterback, or they make some crazy trade that we can't even fathom because we've looked at it. There's nothing that can be done. It's Willis. It's maybe a trade for AR5. It's a trade for Kyler, which will be a disaster, I can promise you. As an Arizona Cardinal fan, I feel bad for anybody that gets Kyler Murray. It's the Cardinals at least have Brissett, and Brissett's under contract for 1 more year. So this is a much safer play. Talking about McBride, especially the way Brissett's playing, there's a chance they don't even need a quarterback. There's a chance they draft a quarterback, and then they bring in, a rookie, but they don't need to use him because Brissett's still balling out. Brock Bowers doesn't have any sort of security whatsoever right now. If they go get a rookie, that's still going to be troubled waters. McBride has Brissett until they need to make the switch. Injury strikes, the rookie's ready to go, whatever the case may be. There's multiple avenues of success here for McBride. There are not for Brock Bowers. Now, that doesn't knock Brock Bowers down from the 2 spot. No, sir. But it certainly can't, in my mind, rank Brock Bowers number 1 when McBride's got a much more secure situation. So McBride is going to be the clear-cut 1 with the much more clear-cut situation with a lot more security in his quarterback situation. You've got offensive line concerns. You've got no quarterback. You've got a coaching turnover. You got all kinds of bad stuff going on in LV that could get better. We'll adjust and adapt. We'll certainly get back into the Bowers camp. And we still are very big Bowers people, but we'll get back in the Bowers camp in terms of, could this maybe be even Steven again? If the right things happen for LV in the offseason, sure. I mean, I always reserve the right to adjust and adapt because that's how we succeed in this game. If you staple yourself to a take, like, and I have people that say that, Smitty, you told me to take Kenneth Walker. Now you're saying to trade him in week 3. What is going on with you? I don't like that. You got to be able to adjust and adapt. That's the game we play. People that stick to off-season predictions with the troubled waters that might reveal themselves are going to be losers. Right now, this is the tight end one. There's no debate. Not only is there no debate from a 2026 predictive perspective at the QB and other positions situations, this guy's not playing like this guy. So there's no debate. There's no debate at all. But I do put him number 2. Now, I said there's no debate for number 1. Did I not? I said there's no Tyler Warren 1. There's no Fannin or Kraft or whoever we put in these other 3, 4, 5 spots. There's no one that can climb into the number 1 conversation. Bowers can climb into the number 1 conversation, but he quickly gets kicked out because of all the reasons I just said. But guess what? That doesn't mean that Bowers is immune to 3, 4, 5, 6 climbing into Bowers' conversation because his situation is still so messed up. So, in that, we can put Tyler Warren here at the 3 spot. And I have no doubts at all that this is my top 3. It could be potentially that with offseason acquisitions at quarterback, or maybe Danny Dimes has some miracle recover. Who the hell knows what happens? But this could certainly be my number 2 in Tyler Warren, whereas Bowers could slip with the situation not getting better. What if it stays the same? What if they keep certain aspects of this thing over in LV and some trash lingers into 2026 and they don't take out the trash fully? We don't know. But right now, it is safe to say that this is probably the best ability to rank this thing accurately right now. It would be McBride, Bowers, Warren, with the opportunity of Warren climbing into Bowers' seat and Bowers falling because of situation down to the 3 spot, or some sort of tie like that. Now, this is going to be a tough dilemma. Kyle Pitts has been going absolutely crazy and really you could say nuclear at this stage. Fannin, Kraft, Kyle Pitts, these are all players that we need to have a conversation about. I'm going to throw them all on screen here in a pile so that we are not picking anybody yet. So just know that that's not him at number 5. That is just me throwing him on screen. We've got where are we at? We've got where are we at? Where's Kraft? Tucker Kraft. Did I accidentally delete a folder? Where's my Tucker Kraft graphic? Damn it. Damn it. Where's my Tucker Kraft graphic? Do I have to create one on the fly? Bear with me as we do that. Actually, let's open the phone lines real quickly for debate while I make sure I appropriately have the right graphics. I don't want to put Kraft up with a text and it look trashy. Anybody wants to call in while I fix this damn error on my part. I got to create this graphic real quick. Tucker Kraft is certainly in this conversation. Fannin is certainly in this conversation. Let me drop Harold Fannin Jr. on screen. He's in this conversation. We'll put them all right here. So Pitts, Fannin, Kittle still in the mix. He's not a young man, but he's also, still a very, very solid option for 1 to 2 years. And depending on how you build, that window could certainly be different. The look of it could certainly be different. We got Warren, we got Kraft, we got Fannin, we got Kittle. Gadsden certainly in this conversation, although I think he's outside my top 5 until we see this team be more consistent for Gadsden. It's not just about Gadsden being consistent. He needs to have a consistent environment as well in order to even learn, in order to even be the best that he can be. But Gadsden's certainly in that 6, 7, 8 conversation for sure, but I don't think I'll put him in 5 quite yet, or even in the running for 5 quite yet. All right, almost got this craft graphic fixed. Phone lines are open. I don't know if they're working, but call in if you guys want to have this debate live here, and I definitely will entertain your opinions as you drop it. I had all these graphics. I think I deleted a folder or something. Hold on. Let me send craft to my screen. Let's see. You got Travis. Travis, who is your number 4 if you had to throw one out?
I think mine is still Kraft, I assume he'll come back from injury. And I mean, before he got hurt, he was just dominating.
He was a terror.
Like, yeah, I give him the benefit of the doubt.
It's hard for me to put. I know some people want Kittle here, but it's hard for me to put Kittle here because Dynasty. It's a tough balance trying to figure in age and when you have a guy like that played as well as Kraft did, that can compete with Kittle at that spot anyway. Why not go with the youthful kid? Fannin is just untapped. It's a risky play to put Fannin 4. It's a risky play to not put him 4. It's almost an equal risk to avoid this guy because he can absolutely become the next top 4, top 3 tight end. I mean, Fannin, if people don't know about Fannin was the number 1. Let me put him up and put him in front of everybody so you guys know who I'm talking about. He was the number 1.
Watch his highlights.
You what? Yeah, his highlights for sure. But he was the number 1 receiver in college football in 2024, his final year playing, before he got drafted into the NFL. In 2024, he was the number 1 reception getter out of all tight ends, all wide receivers combined, meaning this guy was better than Jeremiah Smith, Tet McMillan, Travis Hunter, every wide receiver in college football. This man was better in receptions and yardage than all of them. As a tight end, he outmaneuvered all of those players, the best elite wide receivers in college football and FBS. This guy was number 1 in receptions and number 1 in yards and top, I think, 13 in touchdowns. Almost had the triple crown. And we talked about it all offseason. He's been a darling of this channel as a rookie. We've been literally hyping him so much that people have cut him and given up on him because they got on the train too early because I was hyping the hell out of him all offseason and early part of the year. People got so tired of waiting. When you hype somebody too early, people give up earlier because they've been on the train too long. And so people cut him left and right. And now all of a sudden, everybody's favorite darling tight end in fantasy football is the guy we've been talking about consistently. I think, I'm tempted to put him 4 because Kraft is coming back from an injury. Shadour's developing.
Sure.
I don't know, man. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to put my balls on the table here and say, you know what? Kyle Pitts is hard to not look at here as well. I'm going to say Kittle's last of this group because of the age. I think it's somewhere along. Now, Pitts has volatility. We could do this. I know this is not what everybody likes, but you could put Kraft and Fannin at the 4 spot in some sort of like 2-way tie. And then we could put Kyle Pitts solo 5 and Kittle 6, or we could do it along the lines of Kyle Pitts 5, Kittle tied with him at 5. But this would be how I kind of look at it. Am I missing anybody? Because I'm spitballing this. I don't think I'm leaving any player off, am I?
No, I don't think so. I had it after Warren. I had Kraft and Fannin right next to each other. And then the other 3 guys I have like in that same tier would be Kittle, Pitts, and I know people will disagree with me. I still have Gadsden there because the only reason why he went down is because Herbert went down, in my opinion. But
yeah,
I understand why people won't have him that high.
Yeah, Gadsden, Loveland, Isaiah Likely potentially next year. Goddard still, he's older, he gets injured all the time. Kincaid is still in the mix.
Theo Johnson is another sleeper if you look at what he's been doing.
Let's
do that. Next year.
Let's move Fannin and Kraft over slightly. make some room for activities over here. Some more room for activities. We'll put Kyle Pitts right here. We'll put George Kittle right here. And then Kincaid kind of creeping over on the side. And then, Gadsden would be here. Loveland could be here. I don't think I'm missing anybody. Likely is in the mix here.
Ferguson.
Laporta.
In the mix.
Laporta. I mean, we're forgetting to talk about Laporta, but then again, it's like, I don't know. I don't think it's crazy to like all these guys over Laporta coming back from injury, but Laporta's in the mix. If you want to put Laporta here, I could totally see it. Arroyo's up and coming.
Yep.
Gadsden, I could put Gadsden in the mix here. We can make him creep over on the side too. We put Gadsden right there. So I'd say Gadsden and Kincaid feel very similar in value. I don't mind having it look like this. 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, and then Gadsden, Kincaid 6, 7. Feels pretty good. Why likely?
He's a free agent.
Ravens just re-signed Andrews. Yeah, I mean, not to mention, it doesn't matter what the money says, bro. They can sign Andrews to an extension all they want, but if he's going to fall off the face of the earth, guess what? Likely, who just exploded 2 games in a row, is, if he did even stay, he would stay to ball out, hopefully, if he stays healthy. Theo in the mix after. I don't think Theo should. We didn't miss Theo on this list. He's just right where we're talking about these.
Yeah, I think he's outside.
Ferguson. What about Ferguson? Where are we putting Ferguson?
Yeah, I said Ferguson. I had Ferguson 9 and I had Loveland 10. So
I think Ferguson has to be in this Kincaid and Gadsden conversation. So we'll have him as a creeper. So I think equal creepers would be, trying to get into this 5 spot. Of course, all together we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 10. This is your top 10. I told you we do top 5. It ends up being top 10. I would say this is my top 10 then. I hate to go there because then we start talking about who didn't make the top 10. It's never ending. So just don't think top 10. Think top 5 and then the creepers. The creepers are Kittle, Gadsden, Kincaid, and Ferguson. And then maybe Laporta, but we'll see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think the only difference I had was I had Loveland instead of Kincaid. I think I had Kincaid 11 because of his injury. So it's all splitting. Yeah.
I could see that. Strange. What about Strange?
Yeah, I had him right under.
And of course, my graphic on Strange is lost next to the other one. I think Strange needs to be. Well, I think it's fine to have Gadsden, Kincaid, and Ferguson ahead of him. So I'm not going to put everybody that's creeping into the conversation. Strange is right outside. Loveland's right outside. Likely is outside. Laporta injured, coming back from injury, right outside. I think this is fine. I don't think we need to do anything to this. This is it. Theo Johnson's out there. Parkinson is outside that. He's definitely upside, but they did draft another rookie tight end. They got to see how that develops. I'd say right outside. Yeah. That was pretty good. I like this. This looks good.
Yeah, and, someone like Kelsey, he's going to be a top 5 tight end, but is he playing next year? Do we know? And how many more years does he have? So
I think
when you're talking dynasty, right, when you're talking dynasty rankings, I don't think you can have him in the top 5.
I don't think I can have him in the top 5 in redraft next year. If he decided to return, he wouldn't be in the top 5 redraft. Nope. He looks like he's hanging on, just barely hanging on. I mean, it's looking shaky, but he gets it done. It's kind of like I just don't think he's going to stay healthy or he's going to lose a big step. I'm going to say negative on that one for me for redraft. But I think if this was redraft, the only thing that would change for me, honestly, would be potentially Kyle Pitts and Kittle climb up and fight for that 4 spot. And I don't know why I say that about Pitts and redraft. It's just, I think because Kraft coming back from injury makes me think there could be a slow start. And so that makes me want to swap one. But then Kittle also climbs. So Kraft in Dynasty is worth a little bit more than he is in redraft because of the injury. So I think that's the only thing I would maybe change. And Ferguson could rank a little higher, but that's all that changes for me in redraft. Honestly, it's very, very similar. Yeah. And then I'll probably say this too, if we want to delve into this conversation. Damn it, I forget what I was just gonna say. There's a really, really solid angle to this. I don't know. It'll probably come to me in a second. But essentially, we're waiting on a lot of the free agency, trading, all that stuff that could move the values of probably not McBride in as much as like solidify, or he stays exactly where he is, which is above these guys, but he could be solidified even higher if they draft, let's say the first or second best rookie QB to also put with Brissett to make his situation even more secure. If Bowers doesn't see an increased situation on multiple levels, like even if they bring, let's say, Kyler in. Now, Kyler and McBride had a good relationship, so there's a thought that Bowers and Kyler could survive a lot better than Geno. But we'd have to still see the offensive line because Kyler would be trash if they couldn't block for him. And I'm not saying I want Kyler. Like, understand what I'm saying. I'm just trying to. No, there's no white knight coming in. There's no, glorious outcome 2026 for the Raiders at QB. They're not getting a Joe Burrow. They're not trading for a Justin Herbert. There's nothing. Your best hope, if you're a Raider fan, is that you bring in a top 3 rookie QB and he starts and he's Drake May good. That's your hope. Or you're bringing in a Kyler, you're still drafting a rookie, and like AR5, like you're out of options. Willis, you've got nothing else going for you. So I don't want to hear, oh, Kyler's bad, Smitty. I'm not saying Kyler's good. I'm just saying the reality of the situation is the Raiders quarterback and situation can only look so good next year. It's a building year. It's another building year. They did a piss poor job building this year. They're horrible draft picks aside from Genty, and they didn't support Genty well at all. Who knows if Genty's going to be halfway broken coming out of the season. But if you do get, let's say, in a best of worst case damn scenarios, you get a Kyler Murray, at least he can throw to the tight end. We've seen it proven, but you got to block for him. So we got a lot of offseason turmoil that can affect Bowers going from 2 to 3 or staying 2 or maybe being closer to 1 but still at 2. Tyler Warren's situation's in shambles. You got Rivers there now. That's not going to happen again next year, right? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But Danny Dimes is certainly not going to be ready for week 1. So,
I don't know. Yeah, because Gillings. Yeah.
I mean, technically he could. He's probably going to be a month 2 guy. Like, I can't see him September. It's going to be October. Let's be real. But I don't know. They're coming back quicker from these Achilles injuries. The surgery's a little bit better. But I don't even know if he's going to be their quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, we have no idea what they're going to do in the offseason. So Warren's staying right here. And Fannin and Kraft, who knows what happens with this 3-4-5 situation. But this is it. This is the Dynasty top 5 tight end conversation. As you can find on my Dynasty channel moving forward, if you're new or you're not new, either way, you don't know this. The Dynasty channel is changing tremendously. When you go to my Dynasty YouTube homepage, you'll see shelves or rows rather of all of the content. QB shows, running back shows, tight end shows, wide receiver shows, rookie shows, bust, sleeper. They'll all be categorized and organized by those specific things. So this video will be found in the tight end show. And so the tight end show is what you're watching right now. I think I have the graphics for that right here, and I didn't play it, and I should have. That's on me. Where's my damn? Here it is. You're watching.
You're watching the tight end show.
So this is the tight end show. All right. Travis, anything else on the way out the door?
No, I think they covered it pretty well. just with the Bears, like Loveland could be one guy that takes a huge jump if they move one of those wide receivers. As long as you got DJ Moore, Bergen, and Odunze rotating there, a mess. And they have Komet too, so that's the only reason why Loveland kind of, floats between that like 10 and 15 thing for me, because he's really young too. So I think it could take him a couple years to climb into the potential, if he hits his potential. But yeah, no, I think it's a good list.
Also, everybody, if you could go over to the Rumble show right now, I'll read the first 3 Rumble comments if you do it quickly before we leave. So here's the Rumble link. Please subscribe on Rumble. I normally don't live stream, or I won't in the future be multi-streaming and just putting repetitive content from the YouTube channels on Rumble. But we're trying to build it up right now, so I'm putting a lot of variety on there. But the Rumble channels will eventually be exclusive to Rumble, or the Rumble shows will be exclusive to Rumble. It'll be a phone call show for the most part, and you're gonna love it. It's gonna be fantastic. The Rumble channel, I could give you a taste of it, but I don't know that we have enough people for phone calls, so we have to do it in a more busy time, because it's a phone call show and format. So a lot of the stuff that I have, set for it is, it's geared toward having phone callers and people dialing in. Let me see if I even have, where did I put it? Where did I put the damn Rumble? Is it over here? Where did I put it? I don't even know where it is. I got everybody over on Rumble right now. Caps, what's up, my boy? Sebastian says, need upside went against Pitts. Caps, or Sebastian slipping in redraft content in a but he's on Rumble, so that makes sense. Okay, Pitts start to Kyron, Javonte, Rico. Kyron and probably Rico for me. Defense is Chiefs or Cowboys. I'm going to go probably the Chiefs, I suppose. Flex Rico instead of Adams. No, not if Adams plays. Trader Joe, appreciate you. Smitty, great show. Loveland is going to be one to watch next year. He could be, but you got Caleb not feeding him consistently, and I don't trust Caleb at all. So, Rumblers to the moon. Travis in the building over there, too. Travis said Cowboys, I think. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Hey, either way, KC Cowboys, I'm forcing.
I said Cowboys only if he needs a huge comeback. I think he was worried about being down from Pitts, and so I don't know what his exact matchup is. But if he's like chasing a ton of points, I might try that. But
yeah,
I just want to specify, the reason I said it.
Here's my Rumble. I don't know where I put my Rumble. Where the hell is it? Rumble. I don't know if I have it. I don't know. I created all this stuff and I don't even know where I put it. I guess maybe here. I have it right here. So essentially, we're gonna be from this angle. It'll be phone calls. It'll be, a timer of sorts. Where the hell is it? I think I have it somewhere. I just got to find it. Hold on, guys. I know I have it somewhere. I just can't. I can't see where I put it. Rumble. I don't know. I have no idea where I put it. I'll have to find it. That's wild. Oh, I know where. Here it is. All right, so when you call in, you're going to have 30-second calls. We'll be adding potentially more calls. We have people that can get a... where is it?
Finish him.
Mashed potato!
Finish him. Call.
Call into the show. Call.
Yeah, we got it all set up. So I have it all set up here. So it's going to be 30-second phone calls. You can get extended time if your call is good. We're going to hang up on
Finish
you
him.
if your call is bad.
Call terminated.
I don't know if you guys can hear me. I think the mic was far away on that, but you'll love it. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to be rumbling over on Rumble, so get ready. I got all my rumblers over here. Sebastian's writing novels over here. Holy shit! I don't know what it. Where's my transcriber? What in the hell is he saying?
I'm talking to him.
Okay. Travis has got this.
He's stressing.
Jeez,
Sebastian's stressing.
Is Sebastian? Don't get mad at me, Zach. If you've got, is Sebastian Zach?
No.
Okay. I didn't know if there's a different YouTube name or I don't know. Golf over on the Rumble. Worrisome Sebastian. Damn, Sebastian. Always freaking out over there. I appreciate it. He's getting the Rumble chat going live. All right. I'll see you all later. Appreciate all my people. Subscribe on the way out the door. Rumblers. Appreciate you. All right, Travis. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, Smitty. Later.
Later, bro. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'll see you all tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe to all the channels, the YouTube channel link, the Rumble channel link. All that is in the description of the videos. Both videos. If you go to the Rumble right now, you're going to see the description of the links to all the videos or all the platforms, the Underdog, everything over on Rumble, and in the description of the video on YouTube, you'll see all the links as well. So everything's where you need everything you need to find that I've mentioned. You can find in the description of the videos. See you all tomorrow. Appreciate you.